It's June 3rd, 2009, and it's the middle of wedding season. People are going crazy, getting hitched and shit like that. For example, there's a couple actually out in Brooklyn who are planning to get married at zero gravity. How badass is that? Yeah, they're actually flying down to Cape Canaveral to go to the Kennedy Center in Florida just to exchange their vows. We all know that there are mixed opinions about the importance of weddings and marriages in today's society. We know that a common argument that people have is that monogamous relationships are not natural. Well, you know what? I'm calling bullshit on that today. Monogamous relationships are natural. What is unnatural is being forced to do a monogamous relationship. You know why so many marriages fail today? It's not because of the fact that monogamy doesn't work. It's because stupid people enter into the challenge of marriage far too lightly, and they come out of it wondering what happened. I mean, what happened to those good old days when we used to have a legitimate vetting process for our spouses? And more importantly, what happened to the days whenever we remember that marriage was permanent and not just dating plus? It's almost like we've taken marriage from a whole life marriage to a term life marriage, and by the time that we realize the coverage, it's already dissolved underneath us. And when these marriages fail, we always want to sit back and say, well, you know, that's proof that marriages don't work, or monogamy doesn't work, or, oh my God, she changed so significantly for me. But the truth is that you went into a challenge that you were not ready for. And mind you, you know what? A lot of times when you go into a marriage, you're going to have doubts. And doubts are normal. But what's important is to know the kind of doubts that you have. Now, if you're worried that you might run into the right one later on down the line, you're not ready to get married. If you're worried if this person that you're with is the one that you really want to be with, you're not ready. If you are settling down on a person, not choosing the person, settling on the person, you're not ready to get married. The kind of doubts that you should be having before your marriage should be doubts of yourself, all right? Should be things like, are you worried about being a good spouse? Do you think you'll make a good parent? Are you going to be able to keep your spouse happy? Are you going to be able to help your family economically and help them financially and always maintain their needs? If you're worried about these things, then you're on the right. And the reason why these are good is because they're challenges to yourself. Things that you have to attain. They're purposes for yourself. Things that will always keep you going and motivate you. Finally, people, there's one thing that you have to understand. There is not just one person in the world for you, all right? It's not legitimate. Luckily, the way world and life goes is that there's a lot of potential people out there that you can cultivate to be able to get to that balance. And that's the great thing about life. In the end, your spouse should either be a yin and yang to complete your own circle, or they should be a dual threat so that you guys can be a force. Just in the words of Neo from the song that him and Fabulous did, I'm good all by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. Anyways, that's all I have for today. This is June 3rd, 2009. It must be Christmas. Because you've just been gifted. Peace.